suck. I don't even have little shits on. Oh my gosh. Oh. I tried. You know what? I was gonna say this. I really tried. I tried to be early. Hi, Gurox. Thank you for the sub, by the way. How long was it been now? Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, wait. 15 months? Holy shit. That's cool. 1 year, 3 months? That's pretty sick. I got a fucking hangnail that kind of hurts. Hopefully that goes away. Alright, and then I gotta get Warudo going. Okay, sorry, I just gotta launch all this shit. Gay streamer? I was 20 minutes, but I was trying to be on for 7 because apparently if I streamed for 4 hours, that would be enough to finish the game, according to Yamada. So I can't go late. I mean, I can go late with a special exception, but I would prefer not to go late. I got a haircut today. I had to work from home because my puppy got fixed. And then, I had to watch her. I had to work from home, and then I went and got a haircut, and then I came home, and I ate really fast, and then I did dishes really fast. Yeah. Yeah, my puppy broke. Did you not say that? I thought you literally DM'd me. Unless I'm losing my mind. You said I might be able to, which I'm going to take it at face value. Because if I might be able to, then I don't know. We'll play it by ear. If it's actually going to be like 5 hours long, then I can't do that. I will have to split it up into a couple of days. And unfortunately, well, it depends on, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. We'll play it by ear. But after this week, I am taking a break from gaming streams for sure. What I might do, so Home Stress will be longer, but not long enough to justify splitting. Okay. Well, we'll just see. We'll just start playing. I mean, the 1 minute of Danganronpa every day for a year? Yeah, just really stretch it out. That's how it feels with Dark Souls right now. I think in the next coming weeks, what I'm going to do is I have not done a art stream that isn't my commission, or just commissions. And I'm honestly going a little stir crazy that I've only been doing gaming streams, so I only feel like I don't know. Once I beat Danganronpa, I'm gonna be doing art for a while because I need to work on Kikuri, and I don't have. Did I stream on the weekend? What did I do on the weekend? I don't know what I did on the weekend. What did I do on the weekend? Why is... Oh, this is open. Okay, never mind. I can't switch to Yap now. Gamers, what's up? I need to finish Keek, and I have to make a gay post. It's like the 5th fucking... No, not the 5th. It's the 3rd, right? It's the 3rd. Please, God, tell me it's the 3rd. Oh, okay, it's the 3rd. Okay. I haven't even made a post in a week. It feels like it's been a year. Oh, I don't know why I get like this with art. I always feel like...
DELTARUNE tomorrow.
Deltarune tomorrow. I am happy for you guys, but I have not played any Deltarune, and I don't think I'm going to until the game is done. Because I was like that with Undertale. I didn't play it until years later. Alright, I guess gotta move the screen. Wow, I am tired. I'm always tired, I feel like. especially during the week. Alright. The way I see it is this. If I have to split the stream into two, I will. And I am...
Poop, 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 poop,
actually
poop,
says the
poop.
name. That's hilarious. I don't know. I'm not one to care about stopping at the end, but like my only points to stream, unless I stream my commission on Friday, which I guess I could do. I don't have to work on the commission during the week. I could stream art tomorrow, and then I could stream. Oh, maybe I could do that. I forget that I have free will and that this is my hobby, and I choose when I do things. Crazy. Did I have to have an epiphany for that? You think, like, oh, it's obvious. Of course, you're the streamer. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But, Okay. Anyways, well, let's just play the game. Enough delaying. I also like how my hand rigging is working now. Oh, look at that. It's my hand. Crazy how that works. I can hold up my hand now. Okay. What game? Video game. Let's play Trash Heap. The video game. Game egg. Oh my god. Video game!
Danganronpa.
Why is Junko on the title? Junko. Was that the end of chapter 5? I think that was the end of chapter 5, was it not? The last romp with the Dangan. I'm not gonna yap about it, but yeah, if this is the end, then this is the end. But I only have so much time to stream tonight, so we'll see how far we get. Alright, the Ultimate Despair, a group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Is the game really loud? I can turn down the music volume if we need. Kyoka, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Game's a tad bit loud, that's what I figured. I feel like it's... That's probably good there. Hey Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open the store, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma, and then click. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally, we were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6, baby! Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. An ultimate class trial? After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into that tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. What a thrill. Of course, we have to have the low angle. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Snake eat! Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. It's just them climbing for 6 hours? That's so funny. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So,
Ever since I can remember, I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time where being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Well, because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info on this school online, I never saw anything about her, because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I give up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, and he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not too long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko in the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. It's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, just to cut him out like that...
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood even really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. We just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. What a thrill. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain this is where we'll come out. Danganronpa 2 has some really good lines that you have to read. Okay. Like I said, I'm committed to Danganronpa 2. I need a week or two before we start that. But then, yeah, we'll see from there. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back.
Phew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I would have never gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So what now? We going to bed? So, now what did we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. 1 second. I was just doing something. There we go. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma... Holy shit, that one got me. I was like so focused on the fucking dialogue. Hi, Okami. It'll be better for us if we can go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Still a little, no, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay. Well. Can we see if anybody's out right now? I don't think they would be. How do we get to the gym again? Is it down here? Yes. Gulp. Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
Now...
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You! Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? Well, welcome in, Bonnie. I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. Smug-ass Kyoko. How dare you rat me? The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw such a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that would come to our aid, even after you've killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Dude, I just wanted Makoto gone. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking twerp.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Black Indus exposed, they alone will be executed. That is what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he would have never had come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you loved so... Jesus Christ. He would have been gripped by the despair you so loved to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the
And
heck?
that's supposed to be enough to convince me the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you could just say we're making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. Smug ass bitch. I love her smug little grin. It's so fucking cute. Alright, now, no, you have no choice but to prove it. But because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn a despair fair and square,
That's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown.
One final
One final battle between hope and despair.
based.
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. It's pretty quiet, isn't it? Interesting.
Barrett!
Barry? We got a Barry mention in chat? No way? What? Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. What could possibly go wrong? It would certainly make the one honey of a
in
climax.
other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You
If you
guys!
do the things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? It would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one more grisly showdown. He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely
then that'll be
contain
enough to qualify
myself.
as a victory for you.
Lois, this is my Danganronpa.
It is. Finally, you have your Dangan gloss. This is what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely extain my consignment. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember Did you remember to pay the utility? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's
I
wrong?
remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Last but not of yeah. Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got
really
nothing.
angry.
Got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would you? Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey,
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. Jeez. You really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyways. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. Okay. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. What is she thinking about? I actually got you there. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Debt. Why is there B in debt? Debt. It's debt. I'm in debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
What did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it in another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something. But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words.
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope, to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those that call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. The groups whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least, that's how those who were watching this would have seen it. Gambler doesn't know how to spell 10. Shit. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Forgot right. Junko was like entirely stabbed through her body. Like, just straight up like, yeah. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, they then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who was also not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated... It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. I feel like I'm losing my mind because I feel like there should be more commas than there are, but maybe I'm wrong. This is really interesting too. I like how it's double-sided in multiple ways to the point where, you know, us as Hope, we have to be so surgical in how we defeat them, but for once in a story, they also have to be as surgical towards us. Like, that's kind of unique. I haven't seen that in a lot of stories. I like that it's doing that. It's kind of atypical. But all of that was a hunch, right? Mastermind breaking the rules. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? There's smug grin. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic. However... Anyway, we can't just relax just yet. All we've just done is earn another chance to fight. We still have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go?
Anyway...
That's what I figured. You know what I'm thinking? It's gonna be so funny. No way! We can! Why can't we do this right now? Alright, let's just gamble for a minute. It's really gonna let me gamble? Okay, we're gambling. I have a lot of money. Yippee. I'm running the 50% right now. I don't know what's actually optimal to get all of the thingies. No way, I got a ring. I also can't tell if it's something new or something I've gotten before. Alright. Well, we are on a time limit here, so that's enough gambling for now. I just thought that was funny that I could. I really like the nighttime music. I don't think I mentioned that this entire playthrough, but all of the different like time OSTs are really, I really like them a lot. Oh, Taka. Oh, Mondo. Byakuya. This is Byakuya. Knock knock. Knock knock.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Like I would bet money that YouTubers constantly sneak this into their backgrounds. Oh yeah, Hina. Hello, Hina. Hello. Hey. Okay. Well, I guess we can just keep checking the rooms because the only other person is Toko, right? Did I pass Toko already? Am I stupid? I thought Toko was across from... Sayaka. There's Toko. Nothing. Look at her cute little smile. Do you see that little grin she's got there? That's so cute. Alright, well I'm not farting around the school to find them. Oh, it really wants me to manually go there. Okay, fine. I forgot one more. Did I, Oh, yeah, thank you. I would have totally... I forgot about myself. That's so funny. How? Hero.
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. He's like literally my favorite right now. And I can't. Well, honestly, I would put like if you want a quick tier list while I walk to second floor. Right now it's Makoto in high A. So it's like Kyoko and Byakuya are in S. And then it goes Hiro, Hina, and Makoto in that order in A. And then Toko is still in like C tier, but Genocide Jill is in like low S tier behind the other ones.
Hey.
Oh, the above dorms, right? Sorry, Fedoi. I guess the game would actually want us to go to the new area. I didn't stim hard enough. Yeah, that's true. Can we? Oh yeah, the key. This gate is still locked. Is it really not gonna open up until all this is over? Didn't she say she wanted to go to the above ground dorms? Am I just stupid? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. What did she say on Hero's door?
Hey.
I could have sworn she said something about the second floor dorms. Okay, so we can't enter the dining hall. And suddenly we were greeted with... excuse you Angie, correct. Oh, fizzle roof. You again. Kurg's that is he broken? I suppose this emotional instability reached its limit. Aggie 3 for some Act 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
Wonder what that was all about. I know you're clipping this. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that
It's the
Makoto?
gamers! Oh, all of them, they're all happy to see me. This is really I love all of these stills. They're all fucking perfect. I'm stealing this for an NDR render. That's so funny. Monica would just said my IP address.
You guys!
it is? There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
I hate this game.
What?
Okay, alright. Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away, shoo shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Hey, buddy.
Yo!
Why is he sniffing his finger again? I should drop it right now. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Okay, who's live? Oh no, wait, Almond's live right now. We could go raid her. That would be kind of funny. That would be actually funny. If she's still live, that's gonna be really hilarious to raid her. Alright. I'm actually surprised. She's never live right now. Anyways. But what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Minus 2. Did you go talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. They saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. He's such an asshole! So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And no dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. I was stinky maxing. Shut up, Toko. Ow, don't rat me. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. Well, I just did, Kyoko, so what the fuck do you want me to do? We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? Like, what if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
Well, that's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
Wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying that the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was an all-elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And then the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, aka you, chat. I'm joking. You can ask Kyoko to explain again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose... Okay, I'm sorry. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? You want me to turn it down now? Is it too loud? I can. What is it? Sound alerts. Not loud enough. Louder. Not making it louder. I'll turn it back up for when I'm playing a game again. Or rendering.
It's time to drink water.
Alright.
It's time to drink
The
water.
drowned inning.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
Drowning it.
But
Alright. But we've been looking all around this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway.
You probably guessed that already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey,
hate you.
who said that you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. Ow, my finger hurts. In other words, one
Interesting.
decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. Ah, fuck. My fucking... Hold on, 1 second. My finger's bugging the shit out of me. My finger is the fucking mastermind. Ow, I need like fucking... I'll deal with that later. So, if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries. Wow, Otto is slow.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to step foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised a scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have had to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people who we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need that continue, or do you get it now? You're saying that the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait. We can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said that all to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us were the mastermind, they had to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled them in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe
right?
Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong bing bong. It is now 7 in the morning. Rise and shine.
This is a school announcement.
Uh-oh.
You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh, shit.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Ooh.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
This is interesting. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the... What does that mean? Magnanimous? Magnanimous. Generous or forgiving, especially towards a rival or less powerful person. Wow, I didn't even say it. Guys saying magnanimous? Shut up. How are you supposed to say it?
That's fine.
MFW, I find a word that I've never heard before. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. Oh, thank you. Very, very insightful, Yamada. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyways.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can only rely on myself and on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Good master. He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without him, the rest of you are all like coffee with cream without the cream, or coffee. You're totally useless. Meganamino. I don't know. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Now she's gone. You're gonna go up by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. She just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about
Just
that?
wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But-
I mean, it's not like that I don't trust everyone, you know.
Because,
But-
I mean,
Up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depend on Sakura and everyone else. If she dies, I'm gonna cry. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto? That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know. I've been mostly useless.
okay.
So I figured, at least here in the end, maybe I can find something that will help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Actually, if any of them die at this point, I know somebody has to die, right? Just change your key here. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. So you're gonna go off on your own too,
However-
right? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then...
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe that the mastermind might be one of us. Alright, ads are about to play. They're going to run for 3 minutes. As soon as they start, I will stop and take a pause, and I'm going to use the washroom, get more ice. And then they're going to run for exactly 3 minutes, and then we'll be back. You know the drill, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, they're going to kick in any second now. So, that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll explode the mastermind and his true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity... Oh, there we go. Now we wait. Kill the queen! Alright. Because ads are running now, I'm gonna use the washroom and do all that stuff I said. I'll be right back. Alright, none of you were doing anything while I was gone, right? Right? I can't jump at the camera anymore. Then I can look at you guys like, ooh, what's going on? Hey guys. They're busting it down? No way. In my chat? How dare you? Alright, as always, thank you for waiting through the ads. I appreciate it. It makes it so that we don't have to deal with pre-rolls, as you know. I need to hydrate because I'm talking. These streams are so funny because they dehydrate me more than normal streams because I'm talking so much. Alright. Let's continue. Alright. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through their body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusawa, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the door into the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that were all connected to the murder. Yeah, I might try and push to the end. What I'll do is if I need to break to have a shower, I'll do that and then just come back. Which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Nice. Okay, we got a list. Yeah, I can probably push through tonight. And then, you know, if I have to take a pause, like I said, Makoto needs... Yeah, Makoto hasn't showered. And then, yeah, I mean, it'll just be a pause. I have to do it. I have to go up the stairs. Whoa. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no, it looks more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. There's blood. Holy shit. Okay, I guess we go in here. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Leave the area? I don't know why I read the prompt. Okay. What about the poopy girls' room? This is the girls' bathroom. Really? Okay, what about the poopy boys' bathroom? Wow, this is actually really nice. There's a fish tank in here? No way. There's nothing to click in here? That's silly. Oh, that's cool. We can see the roof of this now. That's kind of interesting. Okay, well, what's this? Wait, I just realized that blood was red. I mean, is all blood in this game supposed to be purple? Or is it like purple and it dries to red? This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Lots to click on. Holy shit. Okay. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Quick! Grab and smash! Smash or grab! Smash or grab! I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. If he says this for all of them, I'm gonna fucking laugh. I wonder if I can open this locker. Rattle, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card reader. All you have to do is use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran across the card reader, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Well, that's not completely out of the question, Makoto. I wonder if I can open this one. Nope, locked. Okay, same deal, right? It's going to say the same thing. Thank you. Left click spam. This metal plate. Yeah, let's see. Oh, shit. What's this? One of these better have something. No dice. You know what? These kind of mysteries they have to solve too. Okay, Monica would just point at a rock and say, well, you didn't figure it out. What's under there? So there's that. I mean, it's not out of the question. He could pull some trick shit like that. Like, oh, sorry, you didn't see the sick-ass ladybug I planted under the rock. That was a mystery. Pretty mysterious fucking ladybug, you know. One of these has got to open. It's really silly that it says the same dialogue every time. Alright, this room is pissing me off. I'm not going to check the rest of it. I have no idea how satisfying it is. Oh, hey, a PC. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Oh, Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Alcohol. Alright, let's play some fucking solitaire, baby! There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. No, he has to figure it out. He has to throw his check mark. Though we might be able to get some info on that ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The despair isn't one individual, but instead it points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. The worst sorts of people are just traveling comes from despair, yada yada. And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess it's the best people. That was a funny voice line. But I guess that's the best you could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair. A leather chair. I can imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. A secret door? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... secret door? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. You can enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. I can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all this paperwork on all the files on the PC. Everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing more that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there is a hidden room here that she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyways, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
What? Well, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. Sure, she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, this might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Beep grrrr. The girl is sad. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna make my bank password Kyoko Kirigiri. If any of you ever want to hack me and you want to know what my PIN is, it's gonna be Kyoko Kirigiri from now on.
Why?
Ooh. Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. I mean, you can clip it if you want to. Hey, Kyoko. You may as well not have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. It's a bomb, isn't it? She was right, it was unusual, and she couldn't stop looking at it. Not just looking, glaring. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it, but I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. It's the head of somebody, isn't it? Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside, and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Here's Johnny. It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Boner. Here's Johnny.
Boner. It was a boner. What? I want a ancient or Skyrim type game where the fucking skeletons are just called boners. Wait, I have a really funny idea. I have a. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get some name tags in Minecraft. Kyoko said, just as I thought. I have to find out what she meant by that. What was in the box over there? Human bones. Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there was bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know it's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out, and according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Yeah, she's just like, oh yeah, I know his skull very well. My innate detective intuition has... I don't know. She would say some shit like that. Be like, Makoto, it's obvious. If you look at the bone structure, this is obviously a human male in his 30s. It's my dad, dumbass. This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game was us 16 students. So when you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words,
that most likely my father was in this school, but he is also dead. That is my assumption anyways. Yeah, no shit, I was just thinking about that, like, that is young to have a child. Like, damn. What, my range of motion here? I can go from here, I can go from here. I can even, like... COVID-19? It hasn't happened yet. The ultimate despair is COVID-19. Ow. Everybody has to stay home and not cough on each other. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought. So she knew it was a possibility, but I had to believe at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Alright, now to make it worse. Aww. It's all faded, must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Baby Kyoko? Not baby, more like normal child.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and headmaster. This is all meant to put, like, despair into her, you know, like... The headmaster's desk. He was probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Are you sure? Pretty sure. Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what this is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko, I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? she's so stressed. Like, yeah, Makoto won't stop. Like, Kyoko, I know you're experiencing like a lot of like trauma and repressed like feelings about your father, and I understand that this is the first time you've probably broken down in like all your life. But look, I found this tablet and it has Angry Birds on it, and I don't know how to get past the 3rd level. Can you help me out? Also, do you know how to get more games? I don't have the Apple ID on this tablet. I don't know how to log into the App Store. Kyoko, what's your Apple ID? Can you put Minecraft on here?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? No. A favor, what is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, then don't ask. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey.
could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to
Just
get
a
my
second.
emotions in order. Can you use your father's ID to install more games in your father's... You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what's happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Kyoko, your father has several layers of painful feelings about a game. It's just a theory, an Angry Birds theory. I mean, it was a shock to me to find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files... That's how Alter Ego sounds like. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay. Here's a hint, I'm sure it's all about... 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16, including me. Only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. I want a mod on this game that shows the Mondo butter instead of him on the bike. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. The only ones who still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, and Hina. Oh, and Kyoko. Can't forget about Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Okay, well now that we have the iPad, let's go in here. Also, 1 second. My mom is so funny. She works with a bunch of teenagers at this movie theater that she owns, and occasionally after I talk about video games to her, she'll just text me. She was like, "Who's that Dark Souls? What's that Dark Souls video game that you were talking about?" And I was just like, "That's Dark Souls 2, and the developer is Miyazaki, and the latest one is Night Rain." And so she's probably talking to them about those games. I bet you she's trying to talk to my little sister's boyfriend. Well, not boyfriend. It's so funny. You know what she's gonna say. Let's see. World's first AI-generated Twitch streamer plays Danganronpa? No. Alright, let me just get caught up here. Everything is in shambles because we died. We're in hell. I'm joking. It's the second floor. Apparently the second floor of the dorms is blown up. I don't think it was the tragedy. I think some shit happened. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we're getting there. I don't know how long you haven't seen, but I can get you caught up if you would like. Just let me know. Let's open some doors. Wait, but what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Let me fill my drink. 1 second. Sorry, I hate to keep delaying. Whew. I need to open a window in here. It's getting a little stuffy. There we go. I got a window open. World's generated Danganronpa first place streamer AI Twitch. Yeah, that's true. I am entirely made of ChatGPT. I mean, you've only seen... Oh yeah, see, look. I am a robot. Obviously. John Microsoft is my father. That's true. And factual. She said, is number 2 the hard one? And I'm gonna say, I said all of them are hard, but number 2 is especially weird and hard. Like Teto, the Teto daughter she never had. Exactly. I am a chimera. Or chimera. Now let's see what we got inside. Whoa! This locker is totally disorganized. Wait a minute. Crystal ball? Huh, crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kind of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I'm not... Bonnie. That's not true. Then... Why would you say something like that? I am real. I am a real person. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. That's a really weird sentence. Any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. This is our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes from a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. We're all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Whoever is not real. I am a real person. You just have to trust me. I am a real person. This is a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Unless Hero's memories also tamper with, like Kyoko's? Nuh-uh. Well, I mean, maybe. At this point, I'm like fully believing the fact that some weird bullshit is about to happen. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Looks like the locker opened. This thing is practically empty. It's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I've heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would have proved me wrong about this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. I have no idea. What could this possibly be? Okay. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Among Us? The more I see, the less sense I make. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong, like it belongs to Hiro? And a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and beep, looks like the locker opened. Nope. Oh, stop throwing rats at me! Cool. Okay, so that's it for now. So that is interesting. Now I gotta catch up with Kyoko. Is she still over here? I wonder if I can tell her. I imagine we just gotta go upstairs now, but let's just see. Alright, just giving her more time. Alright, let's go upstairs. I just want to double check this room. Send me a link to whatever it is. That's what I was saying. It's red blood. Like, I don't even remember the mutilated classroom from the upper level being red blood. That's why I was saying. I was wondering if in this game, is it like, oh, the purple blood is fresh and then the red blood is old? Is that what they're implying? Because it seems weird. Because this game is not M, right? Red blood in my Danganronpa? It was red blood. Okay, this is an M-rated game. Well, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's fucking murder. What am I, stupid? Might be dumb. ESRB says just M outright. Which does make sense to me. Okay, where else do we have to go? Maybe the other murders were fake? Yeah, everybody just comes back out at the end. Where's my list? Okay, 4th floor. Ooh, Metal Gear. Makoto isn't spooked, he's just dumb. That is the stupidest sound effect ever. Well, we've already been in here. I was zooming is what it was I was doing there. Oh, hey, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
You here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been locked, then that one should open too, right?
But
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucked. So you open it! I'm sure she didn't mean it, but it made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. If you zoom on the map screen, it makes that noise. It's really funny. Monokuma door. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Okay, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
what the heck?
I mean, every part of the school leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but
Just a
this
second.
place is like #1 gross in a whole different league of creepy. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it, or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button says Data Center. Data Center? Took a good look at the control panel. Press Alt F4 when you get the chance. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll just, yeah, okay, alright. I don't want to lose like 3. I was about to be like, oh yeah, I'll do it, but like, that's gonna be like 3 hours of progress, and I don't want to fucking sit through that. Oh yeah, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each the name of a room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. I think the only game that I've ever like sped ran through to get to back to the point was Doki Doki Literature Club, and that one was at least you stay in one spot. In this game you have to move and click on things. I don't think I could do that. That's too much effort. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we're just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I better go check it out. Yeah, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just like chew you from over here. Okay, asshole. Dirk. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Grr, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyways, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyways, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Control Monokuma! Lazy Bones? Yeah, it's me. Whoa! Hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What were you controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? Wait, for real? Yup. It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And that control room is totally separate from the data center with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey,
Do you get free cam again in this room? Look down. Okay. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, then that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but it's okay. Enough puns. Anyways, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already. Sorry, I take it back now. One off this time. Two off this time. This killing game began with... Okay, yeah, it's saying all the same shit again. This game has a habit of saying the same fucking shit over and over. I mean, it makes sense because it wants to drill it into your head, but like... Oh my god, dude, I know there were 16 students. You're so smart for telling me that once again. There's six... You're telling me that there's 16 students in the school that I got to, and that there's only been 16 students the entire time? You're telling me that? I'm just hearing this for the first time, dude. You're telling me that there's 16 students? Oh my god, that's so weird and icky. Why would you tell me that? Okay.
Kirova, play the game.
Okay, I'll play the game. T-Burrino. Oh, what's his favorite chair? I don't know if you want to count, but no, but like... Ow. Yeah, oh, thanks, Bonnie. It was 16 students? Okay. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? So who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it is impossible. I really hope it's not true. So, like... You want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. Can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. I want to get to this class trial by 10 o'clock, because otherwise we're going to be fucking... Uh-oh. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Oh, the door! It just locked on its own! My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Better rattle. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You just can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey!
It's for your benefit, because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed!
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad. That was your one big chance, and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Look. Okay. I'm not some pink-haired detective. I don't know. I don't have like plot armor. I don't be like, Makoto, did you see the hatch on the ground? Oh, wait a minute. You guys, that's why you're saying to look down. Oh, that's what you're saying. That's why you're saying to look down. And I didn't check it. Wow. Wow. Damn. Wow. Okay. I didn't even know that you could. Okay, alright. Yeah, get your rats in, do whatever you want. I mean, I would roll it back if I could, but I'm not playing the last 2 hours.
It's time to drink water.
Yeah, I could have ended the game right there.
It's time to drink water.
You're gonna have a frog in my room? Why is everybody bullying
It's
me
time
tonight?
to drink water.
You guys are mean. You guys are mean.
It's time to drink water.
Now we're locked into the bad ending? Oh shit. Oh shit. I wonder what happens if you actually do. When I revisit the game in like 3 years, I will do it. Oh my god, that is so cute. Look at this photo of T. We're getting T tax. Look at this. Look at this little man on his little chair. Absolute unit. I love T so much. That's so cute. Nothing would have changed if you didn't? Yeah, that's what I figured. I knew it would have probably just said, this hatch is really suspicious and weird. T belongs to Pirata. Little unit. Good cat. Very good cat.
Huh?
Then what I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyways, right? It's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay. I want to go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Ian took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. It's the only way forward. Shenzi tax soon? Alright. I will look in a second. Whenever you send, I'll watch for the message. Oh, hold on. It's faster than I thought. Aw, look at the baby. Look at the baby. I can't break property, otherwise Monokuma's gonna beat my ass. Little baby. Oh, look at this old fart. Look at this old fart. Old fart right here. Yeah, she's old. She's old. Old fart. Here's another baby. Aw, baby. Oh, does she meow in this one? Oh, she does. Hold on, we gotta mute the game. We gotta mute the game. Hold on. Here's the baby. Aww.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. You wanna tell me more?
One more time.
Come on, say something. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh my.
That's so cute. I love kittens. You're pulling the Siamese cat too? Oh no. I could use a break. I need to rest my vocal cords. So much yapping. Oh, okay, hold on. We got Goose. We got Goose. Look at Goose. Here's Goose. Here's some Goose pics. Look at the goober. Look at the goober. Alright, anybody else got cats? We're having cat tax moment. We can pause for cat tax, can't we? It's only my fault if I have to go late. That's such a goober. Oh, Bonnie? Oh my gosh! All of these are so cute. That's such a cute cat. What's his name? How to send cats? DM them to me on Discord. Or send a link to it somehow. Or send it into the server somewhere if you want to. I should have like the cat background where I can just put everybody's cats on my wall or something. Maybe I'll have a yap screen thingy on that. Oh my gosh, we got the ultimate boot picture right here. Look at that. Oh, he has 1 million names? That's so funny. Look at yours. Oh, we gotta finish the boot pic here. This one is... Why do you have so many chaotic photos of boot? These are such good cars. Where's the other one? Yeah, there it is. Look at this cat. That's a good cat. We have a cat. We have a pets channel on the server. Boo womp. Ads are about to go again. I actually might take like a second to close my eyes, just so I can continue. Okay, when the ads go, I'm gonna like go face plant on my bed for 3 minutes, regain some energy. I'm not even joking, by the way. I'm actually gonna go do that. Eduardo Neves, Nevada, Butter, Jerry, Mantega, Ren, Quello, Flojingo, Boniface. You fall asleep, we will delete you. I'm not gonna fall asleep. Oh, is that O on the right? That's O, right? That's so cute. They look very much like barn cats. I find that cute. I like it when cats look like barn cats. That's Reba? Oh, okay. I don't remember what O looks like. I remember T. Alright, let's read some more text. These T look very fat and old. Oh, we got one more. Look at this. Look at this goob. That's so silly. It's an orange cat. Very chaotic. Roar goob. Alright, well let's go check several rooms. We gotta go to the data center. That's right. We gotta go to the data center. Let's go to the data center while the ads load, and then when they pop, I'm going to yeah. Where's the data center again? Oh, is it down here? That's Headmaster. Oh wait, we can go into it, can't we? Yeah, we can. This is the best stream. Whoa, this is cool. This is the Headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. It was the first stream of Kikiri 3. That's true. That was a very good stream. I got a lot of shit done in that stream. I need to do another Kikiri stream. Maybe I'll do that, because that'll make the the porting process less agonizing. Even though it's still agonizing, because I have to redo her skirt, and that's bugging me, but it actually isn't that daunting of a task. I heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Yakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Alright, ads are on. We're gonna pause. I will be right back. Oh, it's the wrong mute key. Did I scare you guys? Did you guys think I was gonna go to bed? Nuh-uh, I'm still here. I'm stuck here because we're gonna beat this game. What do you mean, something interesting? Also, thank you again for being patient through the ads. I really appreciate it. Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78, student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words...
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait. When we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. That must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. That uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. I actually feel way better after that somehow. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Oh, we actually get to see her now. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak,
Horseface, 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 goat.
When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. That would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was?
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as a part of our class 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is that maybe you'll want to keep that information in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of an advice for me to use, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't as you go. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Alright, anything... Oh yeah, a bunch to check. We'll just run through this real quick. There are trophies and even a shield. Really hope it's not a lot. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Class 78, student registry. Apparently that's us. This profiles of me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusawa. Part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. Then why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Alright, well, let's dip. Where else do we have to go to? Headmasters, Monokuma door, and then now we have the biolab. And we could go check out the body, I think. But let's go to the biolab first, because I would like to proc this class trial by 10 o'clock. Because God knows it's going to be like 3 fucking hours long. Raw. Whoa. Well, here I am in the biolab. Why are you smiling? It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Urgh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights, but on the other side, there are icicles hanging from the monitor. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. One's on the left. So what? Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer... Okay. Is this the instructional manual? Is this the instruction manual for the fridge? While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. This is some kind of makeshift morgue. Okay. Got those lights by each slot. Looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... dead. Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who died. And that's defeat the mastermind. Okay, I can't leave. I guess we can go check on the body now? Oh, are we on the top floor? We are. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. Didn't find anything even closer to a dead body, but if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. That tarp played a the tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab? That's all I really need to check here. Nice. I'm glad it tells me. Whew. Alright, back to the biolab. Where the hell am I going? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Oh, really? Nothing? Okay, where else to go? I guess we can check the samurai thingy. The dojo. What is this actually called? Can't read that. Oh, hey, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I thought you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your
Don't
problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Poor Toko. Well, I guess... I don't know. Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, perfect timing.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
Okay. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. And even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? I slowly opened the gym. Hero! Oh, hey, Hero. Ooh, Makoto. Why'd you act so surprised? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? I slowly opened the gym door. I don't like that song. The fuck do you want?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hints? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was... I will hydrate. What I found was a single photograph. Whoa! What the hell? It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slurring my words. I'm not... Alright. I'm tired. I'm sorry. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba, then this girl is. What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. That's weird. Yeah. Mondo is so fucking tall. I'm the only one not there. This picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't ever remember taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but that's the first time I met everyone else, when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to not be in this picture, but it's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other until we got here. But if this picture is real... Has my tongue gone fat? Maybe. I don't know. Does that mean I'm dying? Then could that mean? Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling Okay, I don't even know how to say that. Soliloquy? Soliloquy. Soliloquy? 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 Soliloquy. Soliloquy. Of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna
You're kind of getting in the way of standing there, you know? So I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photo. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. And then who we're gonna find? Nobody. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. I guess to the dining hall, maybe? They're already on the first floor, so might as well. I'm gonna be real, like, I might have to split this up into 2 streams because I don't think, if the class trial is gonna be another 2-hour to 2.5-hour ordeal, I do not have that time tonight, unless it starts, like, right now. If we get another 45 minutes of meandering around, I'll decide my schedule for the next few days based off what happens in the next 30 minutes here. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Okay, where is everybody? Yeah, I went to the dining hall already. Yeah, Kuya wouldn't fucking dip on me, would he? Hey, buddy. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait. Of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. What the fuck did Monokuma give him? Give everybody that they're just so, like, easy to believe. He gave him some... He gave everybody some trick shit. I guarantee it. Okay, garden. Well, here's Hero again. Okay, don't run. Hey, Hero. Whoa, Makoto, what's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No, sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? Are they stupid? Biolab, okay. Okay, Toko, I feel, will say some weird shit to me. A Scooby snack to stop talking with. Yeah, okay. That's definitely a Scooby snack. I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Thank God. Let's go. Ugh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think. I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? I'm okay, so, why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga. Bazinga? Bazinga is an actual word spoken in this game. That's hilarious. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it as if it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. But I'm sure Byaku is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes.
By himself? I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things. Anyways, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Of course she runs off. Okay. I was hoping for that to be a little bit more insightful, but oh well. Oh, I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyways. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Yeah, look at... Oh. Whoa, what did she get into? The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was in here. That must be why she passed out. Right. Kyoko, she faints so easily. Kyoko?
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. So I have a choice to make. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, I imagined she came here to investigate. When she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyways, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Continue for the next 3 hours or stop now and go to sleep. Yeah, no, I do not have 3 hours to spend on this game, unfortunately. That would take till 2 in the morning, and I don't have that kind of time. But I will devise a schedule. Let's just get to the beginning of the class trial. You know what? Preliminary, what I'm thinking? Okay, so here's the deal. I am busy on Thursday, but I hate to blue ball all of you. The last case does a decent job recapping you. Okay, cool. So here's the deal. Here's what I think. I've been pretty consistent at getting my day on Friday. I've been getting my fill. Sorry, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But sorry, I've been sleeping well on Thursday nights and having a full Friday to myself. This weekend I'm trying something different. I'm trying to like just fuck whenever I go to sleep. I'm just getting up early. I'm gonna try it, but what I'm getting at is what I think I would like to do is this. So today has passed. Tomorrow night, it is Wednesday, right? Wednesday? I am home at 8 p.m. PST. I think I'm going to stream the ending of this game then. I will have a full 3 hours to be able to finish this game, which is sounds perfectly fine, because that'll give it, even if the trial is only 2.5 hours, or if it is 3 hours, whatever, and if there's an epilogue or whatever. I wasn't expecting to actually finish the game this stream. So, that's the plan. I'm going to get this game to the class trial elevator, because I assume that's going to happen pretty soon here. And then, I'm going to call it. It looked at your work alarm. That's funny. I have a You're So Fucked alarm. That's at 7:45. Because to get to work on time, I have to leave at 7:50. Because it only takes 10 minutes for me to get from my home to the office. But it's like, still, it's like my, oh shit, you're fucked alarm. So here's what the week's gonna look like. Basically what I'm getting at is that today is past. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to be streaming the end of this game, I think. I think that's the perfect time. Don't rush it, don't do anything. I want to enjoy it. I'm also tired today. So, we'll get to the elevator and then call stream. Tomorrow, or Thursday, I am busy because my sister has a dance performance thingy that I have to go watch because it's her last year doing dance. So that's Thursday. And then Friday, I'm going to be working on my commission. So, I might, like, do a midday stream on Friday. I will have to watch my puppy. So that might throw a wrench in things, but I can guarantee at least an afternoon stream for sure. And then, we'll go from there. I don't know, I can't, of course, guarantee a stream on Saturday, because that's just like whatever. But I think that's how I want to play this week. So I will write this all up into an official like thingy on my stream announcements. But I think that's how this week is going to play out. So, and unfortunately, I have to go use the washroom, so I will be right back. Alright, let's get to this, at least to the elevator. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside of the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to rub her hands all over the body like a weirdo.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm gonna find a clue this time. I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there? That's it? Where? I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to ask you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would just be to confuse us or cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here, looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Oh, fucking Fedoi. Okay, sorry, I'm so stupid. I just connected why they would be so weirded out. It's probably because Makoto isn't in the photo, so they all think he's the mastermind now. That's... Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. She's just gonna say the same thing? Yeah, she will. Okay, it's a fridge myth for storing dead bodies. Actually true. I mean, it makes sense to me, because I was trying to figure out, like, that reaction to them seems really, really weird. Sir, another Herover Easter egg? Oh my god, that's terrifying! Yeah, everyone's just avoiding you except her. This is the scariest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. The creature! Do you see the creature? Turn up your phone brightness if you can't see it. This is even scarier. I love the creature so much. T, this better be going in creature posts, because this is I love the creature so much. Honestly, I should 3D the creature. You know what? That would be such an interesting thing. What if I spent I should spend a stream low polying the creature. Because, like, it's just like a more advanced version of little shit. You know what? One of my old favorite projects was taking a model that essentially looked like the creature and turning it into a 3D model. Buglet was her name. I don't think I've ever shown you guys Buglet. Is this in the video? No way. How long is it? Send me... If it's posted, send the link to it. If it's a decent length, I have time to watch it on stream. Just depending on how long this next section takes, it'll be like a little epilogue thingy to the stream. Can't guarantee it, but let me just get through this next area of the game. No, I'm saying that, like, I would like to 3D your creature, because the creature is essentially like a really advanced, well, not really advanced, but just like a very... It's like basically like little shit, but better. I love the creature so much. It's so stupid. Like, I feel like it could... Oh shit. I almost played a creature video. But I can turn your creature into a 3D model. That would be kind of silly. What are we supposed to do to pass the time? Leave? Oh no, I just fucking locked into it again. I'm sorry. Alright, skip this shit. Yeah, well, the creature has a lot more detail than little shit. Because little shit is just like based off of Pietraw's design. And I love my little shit, but like I could make a creature little shit and I think it would be cute. Watch Instagram reels to pass the time. No, we gotta play the game to pass the time. Oh, shit! I'm so sorry. I thought that was redundant text, but it was not. I think he was just yapping about the fact that these tarps also have the biolab stamp that were in the shed. I'm sorry, I totally skipped over that text. My bad. I've already looked through this instruction manual. More importantly, on the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of lights are on. On the right side, they aren't. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? There's 6 of us. The math adds up. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been stuck in the head. Can I fucking speak today? They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
all the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they aren't? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, then there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
but what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
The detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
they envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account.
Hey.
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. I would be a good detective if I had common sense, but I don't have that either. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32? Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Whoa! I'm gonna... I don't want to bridge that, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusawa. Okay, so it is Mukuro, for sure.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
And it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. She could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So, for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do, something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. She better not dip. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the lockers belong to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook. How did she not know to do that? Like, the thing fucking says emergency, like...
I see.
She better have been like, I wanted you to go look in there or something like that. Or maybe she... Okay, maybe her being distraught with her dad is a cop-out. I don't actually... I can see her being distraught about her dad being... whatever the nice way to say a cop-out is.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But there's something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video? Makoto, I think everything is starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. DVD, this is Class 78, Urgent Interviews?
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means that there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. All because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and then suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So Why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth. Oh my god. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth that you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do to keep moving forward, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then.
Anyways, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. Better get going myself. Got a DVD, should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko says something about that hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. AV room time! Those weird ass fucking sound effects again. Alright. One second. Alright, how do we do this again? I guess here. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and I put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Whoa! Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. And there she was.
Okay then. Are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Does Sayaka even have a spoken voice line? You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I've heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat here thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. If it's fucking Leon, watch as it's Leon. Watch as it's Leon. What I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Oh, it's me! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. I look fine, right? I look like a dapper little Chad. Chap, not Chad. My God. Can I fucking speak tonight? See, I feel like most normal people. Oh my God, I'm being such an asshole. Most people. How? I feel like for anybody, yapping for 3 hours is hard. I don't know how I can suffer through this, but I am losing it at this point. I can barely speak. Oh my God. I am so sorry that my speech is not good. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then, Kyoko. Oh shit, she saw this. Oh shit! Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when she asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke, out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when does it matter? Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure, my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watch the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask the same question, he asked them the question, and they all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what happened, but... Holy shit. It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? That's what I'm thinking. I think some like memory thing is going on here. Like what I'm thinking is like when they all got to the school, like I don't even know, because ow, Gurox, why? In the intro of the game, when Makoto was looking up the stuff, I think that was like normal life. So, like, we haven't really. Why not? Because it's mean. That's why. It's mean. Well, at the beginning of the game, Makoto was like in normal life, like normal, no tragedy, no nothing. And we still don't know what the tragedy was exactly. But there's some sort of amnesia thing. Like, it's not just Kyoko who's forgotten. It's probably everybody well, because of this. But like, was it like an instant memory wipe? Or was it like, I don't know. The frames of like, maybe the tragedy was everyone slipping on the staircase at once. They all fell down together. 15 little monkeys jumping on the bed. All of them fell off and bumped their head. Headmaster called the doctor, and the doctor said, lock everybody in the Hope Speak Academy until they're dead. Nah, don't throw it at me. How dare you? Or... Okay. Oh, shit! Am I free? Is it class trial time, baby?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning.
What are you yapping on about?
Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
Yippee!
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
The beginning is the end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. Oh god, now I want to listen to that fucking album. I've only ever actually listened to that album once, front to back. I should do it again. That was fun. I went on a drive to Vancouver. That was a fun time. Not to yap, but to yap. My mom... So, to Vancouver is like a big delivery distro. So, there is a... So, when you have a theater, right? Previously, I'm going to yap for a second because fuck it, it's 10:41. We got plenty of time to get to the class trial. I'm not worried about that. To yap for a second, previously, movie theaters, right, ran on spools. So you would get an actual big film reel that was the movie that had film on it, right? And you would spin that through a physical projector that would then, like, you know, cast light through the film reel. And then it would output to a second reel. It was very cool because it would, like, start in one end, and then the output would become the input for the next time the movie showed. So there was a lot of actual physical movement of the reels as they would go through the movies, right? So when it changed to digital, that became a whole different process. It became much simpler. Movies came on hard drives, essentially. They're called DCPs. I don't know what the acronym stands for. I'm sure you could look it up if you searched up movie DCP. But basically, they're movies on a hard drive, and the projectors are digital. So they're essentially giant computers, and you have to do something called ingesting a movie into the projector. So you take a DCP and you put it into the projector, and then you ingest it. And that, of course, encrypts it all so that you can't, of course, pirate the fucking movies or whatever. And, you know, the movies go into the projector, and it's very cool. So all of that is to say that I had to go to Vancouver to pick up a DCPs for my mom because they wouldn't deliver it to the town I'm in. And so yeah, I went on a really fun trip where I just, like, you know, it's like however long it takes to get to Vancouver. But I actually don't mind driving on things like that because I find that driving for an extended period of time is the perfect time to put on an album, because it's like, if you're driving somewhere familiar, it's like really easy to not be bored, and you can listen to an album, or at least I can. I can listen to an album that way. So I have a really fond memory of one summer where my mom was needing DCPs for the theater, and she didn't have any quick way to get them to where I live, and so I had to drive out to Vancouver, and that was such a fun drive because I listened to, oh geez, what is Mercurial World? That's the album. I listened to the entirety of Mercurial World on the drive there, and then I think I listened to something else on the way back. But I don't know, just something about a familiar drive, because of course I've driven to Vancouver a bunch of times. But it just makes like listening to an album so much fun. And yeah, so then it was really cool. I went to this like distribution center, and it was like literally just a warehouse where I think it was like essentially going to like a mailing facility, where like a bunch of different kinds of packages and such were stored. But of course I picked up the movies and I brought them back, and yeah, it was a bunch of them. It was like, I want to say 30 movies, but it's kind of cool. It's like it's a part of it's I don't know, just a fun memory. Anyways, that's all my yap was, but like I just I find it cool. I like talking about the theater, especially. Did I tell any of you that my mom? Well, I should say first. Okay, finishing the small yap. My mom owns a movie theater, and it's closing down this month, and it's a little bit sad. But my mom wanted out, and it's like, it's a good thing for her because she is getting out exactly in the way and how she wanted to. So it's like really, really, really good for her. But it's just kind of like sad because, you know, it's like I'll never get to go drive for DCPs again. But it's like, I don't know. The drive did also kind of suck because, you know, to get to Vancouver, that's like 2 hours. And it's like an annoying drive because you have to go on the fucking highway and drive. Like, driving in Vancouver sucks. I could not live in a big city. It's just the worst. Like, even driving to like Seattle or something like that. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever driven in a big city, but do not do it. It sucks. It sucks really hard. But anyways, that's all I want to yap about. Let's finish this game, get to the class trial, and then I'll save and call it because I want to go shower and play Minecraft and go to bed. Anyways, thank you for entertaining my yap. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then, this is the end. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. Just like she said. Byakuya. Byakuya? Thank fucking God that Hiro's here. They are all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence, and it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
I'm late.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Strong silent master who is so wonderful, so cool, so hot.
Yes.
Now listen, everything will be fine if you just leave it to me. With my scissors-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, we're wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see. Okay then, let's begin. This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
couldn't be.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
After your tedious dribble, begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of
This
my
will be
family.
over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. I'm excited to hear why they're fucking mad at me. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word, they just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd, like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
You know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however.
Well, you can tell us about it soon. At the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
So,
Ready to win, right? Yeah, one last little sly smile from Kyoko. That's cute. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started making my way towards the opening. Step after step towards that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. I want to read the stupid text one more time. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. Okay, one comment to make. The last trial was the only trial with a really, really goofy background. All the other ones had like either like a theme where it was like regal or like just refined or like clean. This one is very like mechanical. The last one being so goofy has merit to the fact that it was such a weird trial. Is this is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? The long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. Well then, let's begin. Alright, save. Wow, he doesn't even say the fucking a deadly trial, a deadly disposition, a deadly friend, a deadly foe, a deadly class trial. He didn't even say the fucking thingy. I was so excited for that. That was the whole point why I wanted to get to the class trial before I left, because it was like he says the thingy, but he didn't say the thingy. All right, ads are about to go. I'm gonna piss because I want to say goodnight to you guys. So this is all for the stream. If you're gonna go, feel free to join my socials down below. I have I do art, and I also have a Discord. If you want to keep up when the next stream is going to be, I will be here same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. PST, playing Danganronpa tomorrow at 8 p.m. We'll finish the game tomorrow night. I promise. Trust. Stop hitting me with rats. All right. I gotta use the washroom really bad, and ads are about to go anyway, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, thank you for being patient, even if you weren't. Alright, this is gonna be all for this stream. I'm gonna just save the game, and essentially we're just gonna raid. I will yap for a second. Okay, so we are very much at the end of the game. Sorry that the title was misleading. I did not mean to, like, imply that we were going to finish this game tonight. I unfortunately do not have time to stream for more than 4 hours. Unfortunately. No, I know it's not that I lied. It's that I failed. Oh, you think I failed, huh? That's what you're gonna say to me, huh? Oh, okay, I see how it is. Just like me, I set out to draw. Nah, you don't fail. You don't fail when you don't draw. This means you weren't into it. There's a difference, you know? There's a very big difference. The time you stop trying is when you fail. Not wanting to do it is not failing, in my opinion. Like, I wanted to game, but see, the thing is that I don't want to stop trying. I just wanted a break, and so I've been gaming for so long, right? But like, I don't know. Now I want to spec so much harder into art because I've been gaming for too long. See, I don't even remember. I used to not have a gaming stream, and now I have 2 gaming streams. I mean, I don't mind being a gaming streamer. It's fun to do this, but it feels, for lack of a better way to describe it, it feels a little soulless. Like, I don't know. I don't have as much of an output as I used to do, which is not bad, because I would like to think that my quality is much higher than before, which is what I'm striving for, and I'm still getting better with each one. Like, I feel like Akiri is still my best work, but I don't know. Anyways, for those of you who are still in earshot, if you would like to keep up with my Danganronpa playthrough, it's going to end tomorrow. So the general gist of things is that I've decided my schedule for the week is going to look like this. For one more repeat of the schedule, tomorrow night I'm going to do this last class trial. We will finish it. I promise to do whatever I need to do to actually finish it. And yeah, we'll go from there. I could have made the stream end an hour ago, but you know what? I don't fucking care. We looked at cats and we yapped about shit and we had a good time. I still enjoyed the stream. Tomorrow we'll finish Danganronpa. I was already planning on doing a 2 stream this week anyways for Dangan to finish it off, but we're very much at the literal end of the video game, so might as well. And then as for gaming in the next couple of weeks, I would like to mention this too. I'm going to be taking a break from gaming for a little bit. I am going to play Danganronpa 2, but for at least the next, I want to say, at minimum, week or 2. So next week and then the week afterwards, I'm going to be doing gaming, art streams during the week. I know you're joking. Well, I know you're saying what you're trying to say, but I'm still just talking independently. It's not the end, it's the beginning. It's fair. Oh, I think you're delayed is what you're... I see, you're delayed. That's okay. I'll just keep yapping then. It's not the end, it's the beginning. So, I would like to play Danganronpa 2, because, like, I feel like I have really enjoyed this game. This has been a pretty good, like, little visual novel. I am a little afraid, more like I should phrase it like, I think it's a little daunting that a Danganronpa 2 is a 40-hour game, and let's just see on my Steam what I spent on this. I'm at 40 hours in this game. So if Time to Beat says 40 hours for Dangan 2, that's gonna be a 60-hour game. Like, that's a little brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I wanna play that game, but I don't wanna spend 2 months playing it, you know what I mean? Because, like, part of me feels like I really have enjoyed this playthrough of the game, and yeah, it's a lot of streams, and so I don't know. I have the full series, and I'm going to at minimum play Danganronpa 2, but I think I need a break for a couple of weeks to get caught up on art. My plan for the next immediate next projects is I need to finish Kikuri. I know what I need to do to finish her. I need to basically increase the loop cuts on her dress, and I know exactly how I'm going to do it, and it's going to suck the fact that I have to do it, but I know how to create a product. I say that's so corporate of me to fucking say a product. I know how to make her dress in a way that'll still be non-destructive towards the base model, because it'll just be basically I will have to delete the inverted normals of the model. Technical talk, but basically when I eventually eventually when I get to working on Kikuri, I know exactly what I need to do to make her work in Unity, and then I can finish up my Voodoo port and my VRChat port, and life will be good. You hear that in the background? That's my dog banging on my door because my mom is home and she's very excited to see my mom. You can hear my mom. There she is, getting really excited about my puppy. I can say whatever I want. So yeah, basically, all I want to say is that the next few weeks are going to be very art focused. Minus Sundays. Sundays are always Dark Souls Day, no matter what. And then, so this week is going to look like this. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to be finishing Danganronpa, 8 p.m. PST. Thursday, I'm going to be taking a break. My sister has a dance performance that I'm going to be watching, so I'm going to be busy with that. I imagine it's going to end around 9, 10 o'clock, so I might just play video games and go to bed after that. Friday, I will be working on my commission once again, and probably be maybe working on Kikuri again. We'll see how the day goes. And my energy, of course, because I want to work on Hiroba 4.0, but like I need to finish Kikuri first before I work on that. This isn't the end. This is the end. Is just the beginning. There's no end. There's no beginning. For end and beginning are one. So if the end is no beginning, the beginning is no end. That's simple. You're so enlightened, Girox. I appreciate your insight. You're so smart. So smart. But anyways, that's the schedule for the next few days here. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all of you. It's really fun to stream. I really enjoy all of this. I wish it was I don't know, I wish I could get through games a little quicker, but I feel with my current schedule, I'm outputting about as fast as I can. You know? There's no way I could really optimize it. But it is what it is. Anyways, I appreciate all of you. Let's go raid somebody. Who's up? Who's up right now? Data package is up. That's always good. Rabbit Hound, what are you up to? You're working on art. Patchy's working. Oh, no way! Slacking's up. We're gonna raid Slacking again. I haven't raided Slacking for a long while. Okay, we're gonna go raid somebody I really enjoy watching. He plays Splatoon. He's also a Shark PNG tuber, and he's playing Fields of Mystery right now. So feel free to watch or leave, do whatever you want to do. But we're gonna raid him. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Also, look at my links down below. They're all linked down in my description. Just links to my Blue Sky, my Twitter, and my server. Feel free to join all of those. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's raid. Good night, good night, good night. Thank you for watching. See you all tomorrow.